you're not patient, you're not my customer. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, I can pick and choose who I do business with now because of my license, my insurance. I'm bonded, I am honest, I work hard, I'm not lazy, and I take pride in what I do. There's a huge gap in the workforce, especially in the HVAC industry in the field. You can't find people to do the work that needs to be done that are not lazy, that take pride in what they do, that are honest, that'll show up on time, and that will do the work that needs to be done. So if you're impatient and you can't wait, that means you're not loyal. And I want loyal, patient customers. And you know what? I know it's hot, and I know people don't want to wait, but here's the thing. There are so few workers out there to do the work that you have to wait. And if you don't wait, let me tell you what happens. You get ripped off, you get charged way too much, and you don't get your unit properly fixed. They have to come back 2 weeks later, and you get charged again and again and again. And I just left a customer's house, and someone was there 2 weeks ago and charged his unit, and it was pouring out of the unit, right? Okay, it was just going down like this on the gauge. So there's no reason why he couldn't have went and got some nitrogen, pressure tested it, fixed, found the leak, and then charged the customer up. Now he's good to go. I got a customer for life. He said, man, I'm glad I found you guys because you fixed my unit right the first time. So today I want to tell you technicians out there, future technicians, that if you go get licensed and you do the work and you get the experience in the field, you will be able to choose who you do work for. And remember the 80-20 rule. 80% of your problems come from 20% of your customers. 80% of your revenue comes from 20% of your customers. There's an 80-20 rule. You need to check into that. Tips for homeowners, guys, you homeowners out there, do not go with just whoever you can find, right? You need to ask around. Referrals are your best way to find the help that you need that's going to be right for you, that's going to be right for your system, because you're not going to get your system repaired like the way you want it, okay? So if you're not patient, you're not loyal. So get a guy who can do your service, who's good. Make sure you wait for him. I'm not talking about waiting 3 or 4 weeks when it's 100 degrees outside. But if you can't wait a few days for somebody to come to your house, you're probably going to be very upset when they actually make it there, the person that you called, because they're probably not busy because, well, and that's another thing. Homeowners, if you happen to call somebody for a certain service and they say, man, I'm a month behind, that's your guy. That's your guy. Usually that is your guy. Why? Or girl. That is your person that needs to be doing your service. Why? Because all the good ones are busy, okay? All the people that actually know what they're doing, they are busy. So that's a tip for you, technicians. Get certified. Get your license. Start putting yourself in the field, whether it's cleaning units, doing service work. Get yourself out there, install, service, sale, and start getting experience, because you're going to be in a field where the work never ends. It's endless, okay? Everybody needs air conditioning. Nobody can live without it anymore. I mean, there was a 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago, I had an older gentleman that was in the 80-year-old range. He was 80 years old. And he just got his first air conditioning system. But you don't see anybody younger that doesn't have air conditioning. Why? Because they can't live without it. Most older people, they went through a time where they didn't have air conditioning. They know what it's like. Younger generation doesn't know what it's like. I'm getting way off the subject here. But today I just wanted to make a video and go, you know what? If you're not patient, you're not my customer. Because I don't want anybody that's not willing to wait. I mean, if you know you have somebody that does good service work, why wouldn't you wait? Well, why would you badger them, or why would you pester them when you know they're doing the best that they can? And that's another thing. I work out in the heat every single day, and I love it. I love it. I'd like to say, first of all, I love it. You know why? Because I love being outside. I love it. I feel like it's better for you. It's, even though it's, you know, carrying all my tools and then, you know, going in attics, it's hot. Who cares? When you get out of the attic, it feels great. When you go into a crawl space, sure, there's a couple spiders. Sure, there's a couple rats. Maybe there's a snake, but it's cool in there and it feels great. So guys, if you're not patient, you're not my customer. Just reminding you guys, I'll keep you cool if you let me.